Attacking is one of the most important skills in a chess game. Really brilliant. The game started with a righty opening. This opening is very flexible. It can even transpose into openings like the Queen's Gambit or the Catalan. The opponent fianchettos his bishop. I move the c pawn forward. This is the actual righty. I control the center completely. He goes for a queenside fianchetto. I develop my queenside knight. I get complete control of the center. He moves e6. I develop my light squared bishop. He develops his king's knight. I develop my queen's bishop. And I create a battery to destroy that fianchetto by moving to the square of h6. He understands it and he blocks it. I castle long. He develops his queen. He plans to attack my king. My opponent is actually playing very well. I capture on the center. I am trying to open up the center because his king is still there and it is not yet castled. If he castles kingside, then I can easily grab that h6 pawn. He captures with the queen. I put my rook on the open file. He develops his knight. I jump to the center. And here is where I blundered. I thought that I can go on the f6 square and deliver a fork, only if it was not for the bishop. So I tried to deflect the bishop by playing this move. But it's actually a complete blunder, because after all the recaptures, he just controls the square of f6 again. So I had to pull my bishop back and launch an attack. Here I am actually down 3 points, a full piece. I don't want to give up because this king is so weak in the center. Rather than capturing the knight right now, I first opened up the center, delivering a check. He moves his king. I then take the pawn again because the knight actually cannot recapture because he will lose his queen. So he decided to take with the queen. I grabbed the free knight. He created a battery, but there's actually no checkmating threat there. So I marched on with my pawn. He put his queen on the square of d7, blocking the pawn. So I put my rook on the 7th. Rook on the 7th is very good because it controls the opponent and limits the king movement. I slide my king out of the way of the queen so that I, in this position, can sacrifice the bishop. Of course he will take, because who doesn't take? I think it took with the thought that he can maybe hide his king in the corner. But I calculated that after this check, after the king moves, I will simply deliver a check, and then when the king is in the corner surrounded by its own pieces, the rook is completely useless, and I capture the bishop with a beautiful checkmate. That's all for today. While in the attack, play for sacrifices, target his king, open lines, activate your pieces and limit his responses. When the king is not castled, open the center with pawn breaks. Minor pieces and pawns shall lead, followed by the heavy artillery. Files and diagonals and target weak squares like f7. Practice mating patterns and don't trade pieces when you are attacking. Opposite color bishops favor the attacking side, while attacking with the bishop pair open the center. For advanced chess players, successful attacking relies on superior piece coordination, opening lines through pawn breaks and targeting the enemy king, especially when it is exposed, restricted, or when you hold a spatial advantage. Prioritize developing attacking, forcing moves and consider trading only if it removes a key defender or improves your piece activity. Coordinate the attack. Ensure multiple pieces, usually 3 or more, are actively participating near the enemy king. Create hooks. Utilize pawn moves made by your opponent as hooks to open the lines with your pawn breaks. Prioritize forcing moves. Constantly look for moves that restrict the opponent, starting with checks, captures, and threats. Target key defenders. Identify the enemy piece doing the most defensive work and trade or eliminate it. Switch sides or directions. If the attack on one side of the board is defended, relocate your pieces to attack the other side where the defenders are lacking. Calculate line opening moves. Use pawn breaks to break open files for rooks and diagonals for bishops, ensuring your pieces are not blocked by their own pawns. Master specific structures. Study attacking patterns in, for example, the Sicilian Defense. Thanks for watching, and I'm hoping that you all will be able to land some successful attacks.